everyone, it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of Nicole. So this next cutscene takes place on November 9th, and I'm just going to go ahead and start. Nicole, this way! I silently thank whatever higher power is out there watching over me as I hear Chandra's voice. I'm currently stuck in the middle of a crowd, and I do my best to politely squeeze through. Shoving's polite, right? It's game day today here at the school, and apparently today is a big game. I'm not the type of person who keeps up with this. In fact, I'm the kind of person who makes fun of people who keep up with this on roller. Chandra has to cheer, though, and she really wanted me to go to at least one football game before the season's over. I figure if I'm gonna have to go to one, I might as well be there for the one that counts the most. Besides, that means today is important to him, too. I sigh as I think about Kurt. It's gotten weird between us. We haven't stopped talking, but it's tense. Mostly because I haven't given him an answer to his confession yet. I've admittedly been putting it off. Nicole, are you all right? Chandra looks at me worriedly as I zone out into my own thoughts. Sorry, Chandra. I was thinking about something. I'm fine. Oh, thank goodness. I was getting worried for a second. I would quip in with a "when are you not" right about now, but my heart's not really into it. Now make sure not to sit too far back, or you won't be able to see the game. Gee, that would be tragic. Nicole. Chandra's face falls as she starts pouting at me. If you really don't want to be here, you can go back to the room. No, I was kidding. Don't worry, Chandra. I'm super excited. Really? You are? Well, I exaggerated a little, but I'm still here, aren't I? I better change the subject before I get her upset again. Shouldn't you be out warming up with the other cheerleaders? Chandra gasps a little and claps her hands. You remembered! Yes, I should be, but I wanted to make sure you were okay first before I left. Aw, Chandra, you're such a sweetheart. Come here, I just have to hug you when you get like that. I grab Chandra in a tight hug, and she predictably starts out with those adorable protests. Nicole, please, it's getting hard to breathe. I giggle and release Chandra, deciding to take it easy for now. Okay, you win. I'll see you later. Break a leg out there. I say goodbye to Chandra and let her be on her way. That girl knows me way too well. She knew that I'd be lonely all by myself here. Maybe the way I whined for an hour straight last night helped too, but who's keeping track? It's not like it's my first time here at the football field, so I head over to the bleachers. I didn't notice before, but there are some real weirdos coming to this game. I see a guy waving around a big foam finger, others with flags that have our school logo, and there's even a group of shirtless guys with their chests painted in blue and white. There are letters on their chest. Go eat 'em? Oh wait, no. The guy with the T on his chest was in the wrong place. Go team is actually what they're saying. Let's hope they're better coordinated when the game starts. I feel my phone suddenly ring in my pocket. Uh-oh, Chandra better not have forgotten something again. Yeah, the last time didn't turn out so bad when I look back at it, but isn't the game going to start soon? However, those fears die down and are replaced with new ones when I read who the sender of my newest text message is. It's Kurt. Are you at the football game? Is he psychic? That's super weird. How did he know? I'm tempted not to respond and just pretend that I missed it if he asks about it later, but my fingers move before I can even stop thinking about what I'm doing. I am. Kurt's next text comes up super fast, like in seconds. Can I see you? Wait, like now? I'm in the guys' locker room. Please come. I need to see you. Ugh, what's going on? My chest grows heavier as I reread that last message over again. Kurt needs to see me? But why? Is he hurt? Did something bad happen? Why would he text me about it? Well, the answer is obvious for that one. He likes me a whole lot, and if Kurt needs to see me, the least I can do is be there for him, even if I can't give him an answer yet. I jog over to the locker rooms and manage to find my way in there without getting lost this time. Like Kurt said, he's in there, clad in his football gear and stooped on a bench, and thankfully, he's the only one. It would probably be really bad if other people saw me in here. What's up, Madry? When Kurt looks up and sees me, he immediately stands up, appearing relieved. Oh man, you actually came. You didn't give me much of a choice. When you say that you need to see me, of course I'm gonna come. I'm kinda touched. Kurt plops back on his seat like he's deflating, and I take a seat next to him. As he starts talking, I notice that his voice is small and constrained, like something's squeezing around his stomach. Sorry that I called you out here out of nowhere. This never happens ever, but I'm nervous. Oh, about the game? I'm actually kind of relieved that that's all it is. I was expecting worse things. Yeah, there's a lot riding on this one. The whole school is counting on us to win. I wouldn't say the whole school. Case in point, I don't even know who we're playing against. But I get why you're nervous. It's a lot of pressure. Tell me about it. Once I start thinking about that, I felt like I was gonna throw up. I've had big games before. I don't get why this is happening now. You shouldn't freak out about it. You have to do your best to relax or you'll psych yourself out. I know that. Hell, why'd you think I called you out here in the first place? It's freaky. When I'm around you, Grave, I feel completely at ease. You encourage me in a way that no one has before. Madry, all I do is snark at you mercilessly. Well, it works. Like even now, I'm feeling a hell of a lot better. Honestly, I don't know how to thank you. You can always take me out to another fancy restaurant. I flinch as I accidentally bring up that night. Kurt and I both grow quiet. We're both probably thinking back to when he tried to kiss me. And here I am, still not sure how to answer him. I should at least reassure him that I didn't forget. Madry, about... Oh man, I've spent way too long in here. Kurt shoots up from his seat and I swear that he's cutting me off on purpose by now. I told the guys that I needed to use the bathroom. If I take any longer than this, they'll get suspicious. I gotta go, Grave. Madry, hold on. I should at least say something before he leaves, even if it isn't about you-know-what. I want to encourage him somehow. Break a leg out there today, okay? Thanks. I'll do my best. Oh, hold on. Are you going to be watching the game? I nod and Kurt bursts into a wide smile. Awesome. Then whenever I throw a touchdown pass, I'll do this. I watch Kurt point both hands up in the air as he mimics the sound of the crowd cheering in a breathy voice. Then I'll point at the bleachers like this. His hands form guns and he clicks his tongue as he's reloading a barrel. When I do that, it means I'm dedicating that touchdown to you, Grave. Me? But why? Ain't that a romantic thing to do? I don't know. I was just thinking off the top of my head here. He shrugs and idly picks at his ear. Yes, so very romantic. But really, that is pretty sweet of him. Should I even encourage him to do this? It doesn't seem like a smart idea since I haven't answered him yet. Maybe I'm just being way too paranoid. So now you got your options. Try to reason, go along with it, act indifferent. And you're just gonna want to go along with it. Alright, I'll make sure to sit somewhere in the front so I don't miss it. Really? Awesome. I do feel a little wary going along with Kurt's idea, but it's not a bad one, really. Plus, who else can say that they have a team quarterback throwing touchdown passes for them? You never know when bragging rights might come in handy. I don't even feel nervous anymore. I'm raring to go. I knew seeing your pretty face would do the trick. Yeah, you better get going before you run all out of steam. Will do. Now let me walk you out, Grave. I don't want anyone else thinking you're perving out here in the locker room all by yourself. Oh, let that drop, will you? I walk out of the locker room with Kurt, and we split up once we hit outside. With a fired up grin, Kurt heads straight to where I'm guessing his team is, and I head to the bleachers. Hopefully I can still find a seat even with all these people here. The bleachers are nearly packed with people when I get there. I knew it. Finding a seat is going to be such a pain. I hope I don't get any weird looks because I'm by myself. I walk the length of the bleachers, hoping to find an empty space wide enough for me to sit in. I actually spot one near the front. It's next to the aisle, but that's fine. It'll have to do, just as long as people don't spill stuff on me as they walk by. I settle in my seat and get comfortable. I can tell the game is about to begin. There's like this charged atmosphere hanging around the crowd, and I already see that our school band is lined up on the field and ready to play. All of a sudden, the whole stadium is alive as the announcer blares over the speakers. The school band starts up with what has to be our school anthem, and I see our football team charge onto the field. The whole crowd is pumped. I'm getting kinda into it too, but the only reason I stand up to join the other people around me is to try and spot the jersey with the number 9 on the back. Finally, I see him near the front of the pack, clad in full protective gear. Oh, and there are the cheerleaders near the sidelines. Chandra looks so different when she's gone into full prep mode. As everyone else sits down to allow the visiting team on the field, I stop clapping and relax. I wasn't expecting much when I agreed to come to this game, but maybe I'll end up enjoying myself after all. Once the game starts, so much happens at once. I try to keep up, but it's hard. Even after listening to Kurt ramble on about the sport, I still don't know much about football. When bodies start slamming into each other and the ball's thrown so fast I can hardly believe it, I lose track of what's happening and who's where. All I know is that Kurt's usually on the field when it's our team's turn for offense. And, yeah, I tend to only pay attention when Kurt's on the field. Kurt makes sure to keep good on his promise from before. After he makes a touchdown pass, he hops on the balls of his feet, pointing straight up, and then there's the double barrel point right at the stands. The announcer soon catches on and voices the thought that there might be a lucky someone out there in the audience watching today. I don't even mean to blush at that, but I do. Geez, that's embarrassing. I hope no one saw that. Maybe I do like Kurt like that. But is now really the time? I have to remind myself that I'm watching a game here. It turns out that these guys aren't our rivals for nothing. They're pretty good. We're still in the lead, but only by a touchdown, and right now, we have the ball. Kurt shouts an order of numbers and colors, then hikes the ball to the guy behind him. The guy takes off running as soon as the ball's passed. However, he only gets so far before he's stopped by the rival team's defense and sent down. Oh, that had to hurt a little. There's a collective groan on our side of the field. Man, I'm getting into this. Good news is that we're past the midline of the field. One good play and our team can definitely get our ball to the touchdown zone. I know they can. Our team takes a quick timeout and Kurt leads the offense back onto the field. Oh man, this is their last down too. If they don't get the ball over there, they'll lose this chance. Pressure's on as Kurt squats and hikes the ball. He calls out more random words in slow, deliberate voice. Then bam, there's the snap. Only wait, whoa, no. This time it isn't a snap. Kurt fakes passing it behind him and holds the ball close, readying to throw it to a teammate, zooming past the other team to get to the touchdown zone. The defense is fighting to get to Kurt, shoving against our big guys with their own. This is tense. If they shove Kurt down, our team's done. And, someone's making a break right for him. Kurt rears his arm back and lets the football go like a bullet just as he's tackled back hard. The ball shoots through the air and the receiver holds his arms out, continuing the run, trying to make it to the zone in time. Other guys are on his trail. People in the bleachers are standing, cheering, bodies so tense they're about to explode. And he catches it. The crowd erupts. I erupt. That was so risky, and it worked. 2 touchdowns in the lead now. But everyone's eyes were so focused on the touchdown zone that it's only seconds later that I noticed that Kurt's still lying on the ground, surrounded by a few people. Why is he... No. My mind works it out before I can even consider the possibility. Did he get hurt? Was Kurt tackled that hard? I'm breathless as I watch more officials gather and kneel around him. The announcer calls it over the speakers. Kurt's going to be pulled out due to an injury. But what is it? Is it bad? A broken bone? Something torn? All these questions mix themselves up in my head as I hear the audience murmur worriedly amongst themselves. Madry. I want to scream his name as the game goes on. Kurt, please, I hope you're okay. And I'm going to end this episode here for today. If you want to see more, just click the I at the top and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.